Who would win in a war between Indonesia and the Philippines? Indonesia and the Philippines don't have any territorial claims, and there is no history of conflict between the two nations. But in a hypothetical scenario of war between the two nations, who would win? Indonesia has shown in the past that it can project power beyond its borders, as seen in various historical conflicts. In the 1960s, during the Borneo confrontation, Indonesia challenged Malaysia and the UK, although it did not fully succeed due to internal challenges. But the conflict showcased Indonesia's potential for regional influence. In West Papua, Indonesia successfully pressured the Dutch to give up control. Similarly, in East Timor, Indonesia managed to overpower Portuguese forces and local resistance. In contrast, the Philippines has struggled with both external threats and internal security issues. The country has had difficulties defending its territorial waters from neighboring countries. Additionally, the ongoing conflict with Moro separatists in Mindanao, which has continued since 1968 with significant incidents as recently as 2013, 2015, and 2017. These issues suggest that unlike Indonesia, the Philippines lacks the capacity for significant military operations outside its borders. With a population of 2.5 times larger than that of the Philippines, Indonesia has a bigger and better equipped military, including main battle tanks, attack helicopters, assault aircraft, and submarines, equipment that the Philippines mostly lacks. This difference in military capability means that in the event of a conflict, Indonesia could use its superior numbers and technology to mount a substantial invasion of the Philippines, which would struggle to defend itself. The population dynamics of the two countries also play a crucial role in assessing the potential for conflict. Indonesia is predominantly Muslim, with about 87 to 90% of its population adhering to Islam. In contrast, the Philippines is mainly Christian, with 80% of its population being Roman Catholic. But the Philippines has a significant Muslim minority concentrated in Mindanao, a region with a history of tension and conflict. This religion divide could complicate the Philippines' ability to mount a unified defense, as some Muslim Filipinos, feeling marginalized by the predominantly Christian government, might sympathize or even support an Indonesian invasion. Economically, Indonesia's stronger position further enhances its potential military effectiveness. With a nominal GDP close to $1 trillion and substantial oil reserves, Indonesia has a robust economic base to support its military operations. In the event of a war or Indonesian invasion, the Philippines would struggle to defend its territory effectively. Mindanao and Palawan, regions with existing religious and political tensions, could quickly fall to Indonesian forces, leaving the Visayas and Luzon as the primary areas of resistance. The historical resilience of Filipino defenders, as shown in the battles like Bataan during World War II, suggests that the remaining territories could mount a stubborn defense, but the Philippines' limited military resources and internal divisions could hinder its ability to effectively repel a large-scale invasion. Indonesia's air force would likely dominate the skies, disrupting Filipino military movements and inflicting significant damage on cities and infrastructure through aerial bombardment. The Philippines' lack of significant anti-air capabilities would exacerbate its vulnerability to air attacks. Similarly, Indonesia's more powerful navy would quickly neutralize the outdated Philippine Navy, imposing an effective naval blockade that could cripple the Philippine economy, which relies heavily on imports for essential goods and services. Who do you think would win in a war between the Philippines and Indonesia?